actually really started with weddings. Dati hindi pa uso yung mga same-day edit. So I attended my cousin's wedding, and it wasn't until 3 months after when I saw the photos finally published, and I was blown away talaga. So parang sabi ko, was this photographer in this same event? Kasi iba yung way na kinapture niya yung moments, yung mga reactions ng mga tao, na in such a way na I didn't see it also, but I was there. Ever since then, sabi ko talaga, I want to have that same effect din. When people see photos that I take, I want them to react that way also. My surprise, my happiness. So dun siya nag-start. And that was around 2010. I like to keep things very natural because I think right now kasi everyone's so bombarded with advertisements lang, diba? Hundreds of advertisements on your phone, and then when you go out onto EDSA, or billboards din. So I think what stands out now is something that just, it feels very natural. But because we have to work with different kinds of brands and everyone has their special branding, special styling, I think what's most important lang to keep with the photos always is it telling a story. So we try to tell stories with all the photos that we take. Mga baked goods, mga cakes, cookies. Number one, because I'm a sweet tooth, so for sure edible lahat ng mga. We don't apply anything that makes it inedible because we want to eat everything after. And also because they're just so photogenic, they're so fun. Rustic, you can also make it very parang industrial, you can make it very modern. I just love exploring how many ways, kahit na paulit-ulit namin makuha ang same cookie, parang the different styles that you can shoot it in. I think the most challenging is when you have a subject that's really simple. Like one time we were asked to shoot just siomai, and it's yung mga food stall siomai lang siya. So it's 40 pesos siomai. Paano mo siya papayamanin with the resources? So I say that photography is always about problem solving. So given what we had, parang we were forced to be creative to make it really stand out, and mukhang yung 40 peso siomai mukhang 150 peso hotel siomai. Ganun. Okay, so Cereaal Studio started in 2016. Cereaal really focuses on brands talaga, specifically food. Kami, the whole team loves to eat. We love food. That's why naturally that's the kinds of clients that we get also. Oh, well, okay. First of all, Cereaal is spelled with 2 A's, no? But we chose something that was very familiar because we wanted the photos to have that feeling also that it's something familiar, but the 2 A's gives it a twist. So just the photos that we take, we always put our own twist into everything. I think what makes us different is that we really understand and we really love brands. So we want to know what story they want to tell, and then we help visually. Another thing is that we're always challenged by every shoot. We believe that our best work should always be the last project that we had. So we don't have any templates whenever it comes to clients. Every time we want to challenge ourselves to say, okay, what new thing can we do to make this shoot the best shoot that we've ever done? Actually, one of the most unique projects and one of the most memorable also was when Lion King came here to the Philippines. And we were shortlisted in a blind submission of hundreds of photographers. And we actually didn't hear from them for mga 5 months. So kala namin we didn't get the project anymore. But apparently kasi, what happened was they had to take our portfolio to Disney in New York, and they were the ones who decided who would take the official photos of the production here. So, it's one of our most memorable shoots. We were able to take the official production photos that came out in the souvenir program of Lion King. Okay. I really don't believe that you have to have the most expensive equipment or props to take a good photo, you know. I think it's really about being honest lang with what's in the photo and using light. If you have using the mastery of light to really shape and make any, no matter how simple it is, look attractive and look like such a hero, such a star. I think that really captures my attention. But I guess on the next level, I love using color in photos. So just finding colors that work together to make subject stand out, that for me makes something, that will make me stop talaga at my feed. You know, we could see the pandemic as a crisis. But my dad, I love this thing my dad taught me, which was that the Chinese word for opportunity and crisis are actually the same. And so it just means that in crisis, there's always opportunity. And we've really taken the pandemic and we tried to look at the silver lining to hone our skills pa. So we've really been practicing at home lang when it was still ECQ. And then when it finally lifted, we started taking on projects where clients would bring in their products, and then we'd shoot it here in the studio, and then the approvals would be online. So I think that actually we've been flourishing talaga. The studio has been doing really well during the pandemic, especially with all of the new ways that people have had to shift their businesses online. Now more than ever, people realize that you have to have good photos and you have to have appetizing food photos to be able to be noticed online for your ads, for your posts. But of course, whether it's in the studio or we're going out on location, we've had to make sure that safety is the number one priority. So we've invested a lot in PPEs. We make sure that we have surgical masks, face shields. We disinfect all of the props and everything that we receive here. And of course, practicing social distancing and not having too many people in the shoot. So we've been forced to scale down the team, but at the same time, it's taught us to be more multitaskers, be more efficient to shoots. So you can visit us on Instagram, that's Cereaal Studio. Cereal like the breakfast cereal, but spelled with 2 A's. Or you can visit our website at cereaal.com.
Number 1. Create balance with grid lines. The rule of thirds is one of the most basic photography skills you should know. This technique will improve the composition of your photos and create balanced, visually appealing images.